All right, so that last video reminded me of the old days of SEO where opportunity was falling out of your ears right into your lap. And that was just completely awesome, man. Now, I think it's important that we just reiterate that every tool, the tools that you're being taught how to use and the techniques you're being taught how to use have to be used responsibly. Like you
Yes.
said so elegantly, Paul, don't be an idiot.
Right.
Don't be a jackass.
Right. Exactly.
So this is another one of those powerful techniques that we want to use with caution, but by all means, use it.
Yeah. And a dozen friend requests to somebody who has a shared interest about a shared interest channel is not being an idiot. You know?
I'm with you.
Now, once you launch your first video for Paul's iPad, and Paul's iPad will get videos, don't worry. I mean, there's not a lot of money in having a channel with everybody else's content in it, okay? But once Paul's iPad launches its first video, I have a list of friends who it would make perfect sense for me to send them a quick note saying, "Hey, I put up my first video."
Awesome. You're building an audience before you even have content. I
Exactly.
just had a great conversation with a guy who I think is one of the great strategists of internet marketing, and he's been around forever, and that's our friend John Reese, old
Yep.
Howard Hughes John Reese.
Yep.
And one of the reasons why, they call him Howard Hughes is because, he just disappears for days, and then you don't see him.
Days, years.
Years. But when he pops up, he's got just all these amazing ideas and test results, and he is convinced that distribution, not product, but distribution, is one of the key ingredients to long-term mega success. Not just like, a couple $100,000 a year success. That's fairly easy to do. But millions,
Sure.
multi-millions per year. If you can create your own distribution channel, your
Sure.
own platform. Remember, we're talking about platform, not
Yep.
publishing.
It's not a publisher, it's a platform.
You're talking about in a week's time. I mean, in a month's time, you'll have thousands of subscribers and thousands of friends, and whatever video you put up there has a built-in audience.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just awesome.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so now let's talk about advertising on our
Want to
video.
keep going? Want to
Yeah,
keep going?
definitely. Yeah, yeah. No, nah, you know what? I got enough. I see you. Let's
Okay.
talk about this.
Back to YouTube, a favorite video. All right, let's go to um, Video Boss now. Video Boss, YouTube Super Bowl parody commercial, Andy Jenkins, the Video Boss.
So this was the commercial, the little
Th-
90-second commercial that I put up that was sort of the not necessarily a parody, but just a different take on what
Yep.
Google did for their Super Bowl ad.
Right. And I called you, and I got permission.
Yep.
I mean, in the category of don't be an idiot, is get permission. But the fact of the matter is, whenever you call somebody says, "Hey, can I do something that will make you money?" They usually don't have a problem with
No,
that.
no,
Okay.
I generally don't have an
Yeah.
issue with that. No, no.
So video starts. Now, the first thing you'll notice is I did an overlay here with my affiliate link for the Video Boss.
Oh yeah, baby.
Okay, which absolutely you do, and we'll talk about some of the strategies behind that a little bit later. But this runs the entirety of the whole video. I did it up here, not lower thirds, because of what you're about to see. So you guys know this video. Music's playing. I think we'll get that in the recording. And here it starts, and we'll pause here in a second. Okay, bam. Now, claim your video, your training video. More than 90 minutes of training videos, all free from Andy. Opt in. www.videoboss.now.
All right. There's a couple things I wanted to bring up here. The first thing is that if you all notice in the search field, it says Super Bowl parody. Paul, correct me if I'm wrong, but you got this to rank #1 in YouTube for Super Bowl parody.
Yep.
How interesting is that?
Yep. Yep.
All right, please continue, my friend. I just wanted to point out the blatantly obvious, and because I don't know about you, but that makes my nipples hard.
Yep.
Yeah, baby.
So here, Video Boss now. Now, why did I put it here if I have this? Well, we'll talk about that in a different slide. But you know what? Andy, are there anybody not from North America that are currently Video Bosses?
Oh my goodness, we have video bosses in I think 54 countries.
Exactly. These don't appear in all 54 of those countries. This does.
Interesting.
Okay. I don't want to go too deep into this, but I know that some of the foreigners are on my list of people who came in under me. So, Video Boss now here. Video Boss now here. Video Boss now here. Okay. So we have three different ways that they're going to have to type in. We got nothing. That they have to type in. That's just the way it is. But for somebody who's looking at this in Madagascar, if this is the only thing they've got, hey, works for me.
I'm a big deal in Madagascar, man.
Yeah,
So
because remember, somebody could grab. See, the thing is, well, Paul, isn't this enough? Well, remember this whole embed thing.
well, now just so people can see, over on the right-hand side where it says Colligan, February 15, 2010, there we go, because the mouse isn't appearing right now. So he's got a link over there on the right-hand side, and he's got a link actually overlaid in the video. Super, it's a super imposition, or a title. It's not a lower third, it's an upper third.
Right,
and
because of the lower thirds down here, a rule that you want to play with when you're dealing with Google, YouTube, because they're going to put stuff down there.
And so we're doing that because not every viewer, depending on their geographic location, is going to get that same ad down there in the lower third.
Yeah. And if somebody embeds it, which if somebody wants to take your video and put it on their site and promote my affiliate link, I got no problems with that.
Not at all, boss.
So, and the thing is, the ads come up on even less of the embeds. So I had to have it. I had to have it under, the upper third as well.
Right. So we can generally count on the ad to come up when we're at YouTube. But if somebody were to take this, use the embed code function there on the right-hand side and put it on their site, we can't count on the ads, which is why we always want to make sure that it is baked into the actual video stream itself.
Yeah. Could I have done a better job than this text up here? Yeah, you bet I could have. I just had about 8 minutes.
That's right.
To do this. So, you deal with what you got.
That's right.
Okay. So how did I get this here?
Which is your ad.
That's my ad.
That's right.
That's my ad. And let me tell you how I did that. YouTube now has ads.youtube.com. And I was trying to figure out a way to show you through this without showing you some of the boss stuff that I'm doing and some of the markets that I'm doing it in. So that automatically loads up there. We'll kick that out of the video. Actually, I think that one's okay. Let's just see if there's anything up there that I need to worry about. No, these are all. Yeah, these are just. Oh, these are great examples. These are great examples. Let me just quickly go down just a little bit. I'm going to scroll down, not to. Okay. Commercial parody. Okay. The video boss shoot. Now, is this an active campaign, Andy?
It says that it is.
Yes. How many impressions do I have on that active campaign?
Well, it says 0.
How many clicks do I have on that active campaign?
It says 0.
So what was my cost on that active campaign?
0.
Okay.
But we know the truth is something different because we just saw an impression.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So here's the deal. YouTube believes that if you bring the people to your video, you get the flash overlay goodness without having to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So if it shows up in the search engines on the paid ad part, I have to pay for it.
Okay.
But if it doesn't show up, I don't have to pay for it.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you get it to not show up? Well, I just ranked for words that nobody's dealing with, and I bid only a penny, and they won't do it unless it's over about 10 cents. So basically, I just gave them an offer they had to refuse. And the other thing you could do is you could use terms that have nothing to do with the content at all.
All right. So basically, what you're saying is, if somebody finds that video under certain keyword phrases,
right,
then the ad that shows up is an ad that you could end up paying for.
So we search Super Bowl parody here, okay? Where we show up as number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now just like Google, left side of the screen is a free click. Okay, that's a free click.
Gotcha.
Right side of the screen is a paid click.
Gotcha.
Now I didn't list this video under Super Bowl parody.
So you're not prepared to bid on that flash ad.
Exactly.
I got you, boss.
Okay, so now I can add an overlay to any of my videos if I just make them a promoted video, which is the deals over here. And I just made it a promoted video that I didn't pay for.
Then because nobody's going to search for that keyword phrase.
Right. And the keyword phrase was like, right.
It was like
nobody's going to search on it. It's not just going to be an obscure term. I'm not even giving them a nickel. I'm giving them nothing.
It's like the search term was "our government is awesome."
Yeah, exactly.
Right. The taxes are good.
Yeah, right. How to pay more taxes.
Awesome.
That's
right.
One that, yeah. And so as a result, I've got the overlay. Now, how do we edit the overlay? Edit video. Now you have to be an ads.youtube.com customer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's the overlay. Claim your training video, more than 90 minutes of training, videos, all free from Andy opt-in. You could actually do an image URL if you want.
Mm-hmm.
The display and the destination.
That's awesome.
Okay, and you can change that at any point. I'm sorry, guys. Right now, North America only. It's changing though. It's changing fast.
But that's still a good market. I mean, we're not
it's
precluding.
not bad. Yeah,
we're not precluding our friends from the UK from doing this. It's just that the viewers in the UK are not going to see that ad. So we have essentially United States and Canada are going to see these ads, which is if that's the only market I can get, I'm okay with that.
Right, exactly. Now the other thing is you have to have a North American ads.youtube.com account to set these up. So, maybe friends inside of the Boss website will make friends that will help friends do friends things.
Oh, heck, it's easy to set up an American company these days. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
exactly. So as I said, US only right now. You bring them, you don't pay. Okay.
Real nice, boss.
And here's the other thing. They bring them, you pay. Is that such a bad thing?
Man, if you're going to get some good clicks my personal experience, and I'm not necessarily saying that I'm your typical YouTube viewer, because I look at these things with probably a little bit more of a critical eye than most. But I got to tell you, when I click on an ad, I'm a serious puppy.
Yeah, exactly. So if they bring them, you pay. Not a bad deal at all.
Not a bad deal, boss.
Bad deal
all right, just one quick question. We covered a lot there. My presumption is that some folks are going to have questions about how to navigate the ads.youtube and things like that. YouTube provides real good support and information about that. So you don't need to be worried about, because we did go fast, because we want to give you a lot of information, but you don't need to be worried about, well, what do I put here? How do I put here? How do I do the bids? That sort of thing. That's all explained ad nauseum in their tutorials. Yeah,
just realize that their tutorials are generated towards the idea of you paying for ads. So just, throw in this boss tip and use their tutorials, and you are absolutely good to go. Obviously, there's some stuff over that at YouTube Secret Weapon as well, if that's of a big concern. But you guys are boss. You guys are smart. You can figure this out.
Like a damn boss. Yeah, baby. Awesome.
Worth it. You got to decide if it's worth it to pay for them. Personally, it is. But if there's not, I showed you a way out.